Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about God. I put out a Google form on Twitter a few days ago and somebody asked me this question. Want a video on your concept of God? The way you introduced Shivji as your best friend was too fun and exciting. Wanna know more about it? Your thoughts about karma, agle janam, afterlife and all that. Some believe that God is definitely present and unki marzi se ek patta bhi nahi hil sakta. Others advocate that if this is the case, why the murders and all those horrible things happen? He must have stopped these acts, but he didn't. I always find myself stuck in these arguments. In one place, I sometimes eat non-veg, although I come from a very religious and conservative family where it is considered a wrongdoing, but the same me avoids eating non-veg on some particular days of week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I don't even know why I follow this, but my mind just avoids it. Should we carry forward our culture and beliefs to the next generation, bracket only the good ones, bracket over, or should we abandon them completely? Heavy question. Heavy question. I think my concept of God is so different. Not so different in the sense that nobody thinks like me. I think a lot of people think like me. The one time I discussed it on my story also, a lot of people said, oh, I also think like that. So it's pretty cool to at least know that other people also have the same mindset. You guys wanna say hi to him? I feel like he wants to be included in the video now. Let me just go get him. Hi guys, welcome back to Krish's YouTube channel. He says, oh yeah, hi, hello. Okay, we have not hung out in a while. Should we put him in the frame? He wants to be included. Do not fall. Okay, nice. So my concept of God, this guy right here is bestie, best friend, homies. I don't know if I am his best friend because he has a lot of friends, but I think I am low-key, at least in the top 5 I am there. But for me though, he is best friend, even if he does not treat me like his best friend. Why do I like him? He loves his wife and he meditates. That's what he does. I think that's what his passion is, and I think I want that to be my passion. This is who I want to be. I want to be a chill guy who loves his wife. So I really admire him for the person that he is. And that is all. Like, I think he does not give a fuck about anything. But for me, it's just him, and it's not like an idealized version or anything. I don't sit down and pray or anything like that. I don't, put out fruits or money for him or anything like that. This one time I wanted to do Mahashivratri Vrat for the vibes, but my mom then woke me up at 5 AM and got me fruits and shit, and she was like, go to the mandir and put this Shivji ke paas. And I was like, girl, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. She ruined my vibe that day. I did not go to the mandir. I rarely go to mandirs. If I ever feel like it, like if it's a Shiv mandir and I have like this feeling in my heart that I want to visit, then only I go. I went to Manali with my friends and there was this shivling there. I do not remember its name. Somebody will mention it in the comments. But वहाँ पे है एक छोटा शिवलिंग है, उस पर बर्फ पड़ी हुई थी तो वो बड़ा सा रहता है. तो that event मैं चढ़ाई करके गया अपने दोस्तों के साथ. उसके बाद वहाँ पे सीढ़ियाँ थी जो मैं नंगे पैर चढ़ा बर्फ में. तो जब दिल होता है तो मैं चला जाता हूँ, जब दिल नहीं होता तो मैं नहीं जाता. I am not a fake fan of him. I only meet him when I want to. Second of all, we have like casual, like sometimes I sit down and talk about my day and he is like, हाँ ठीक है भाई, okay. So that is there. Sometimes I have a problem and I'm like, hey, can you like help me out a little bit, like please. And it's not like I'm asking him to fix my problem. I'm just asking him to give me the brain to fix my problem. Like, just help me out, man. Just say something that can help my brain. Do I make sense? I don't. Yeah, I sound too proper crazy. I just believe God is not God. Okay, the amount of strength and power the word God holds, I don't think it should hold that much power over you. And I don't think he cares about you that much. Like, if you eat non-veg and stuff, I will give that, like, talk about that point in detail. that I'm just gonna get over with. That's our thing. I meditate a lot. When I meditate, I visualize that we are hanging out together and meditating together. I mostly meditate to Shiv music. I love Shiv related music like Shiv Stotram, Shivom Shivom. Bro, those songs amazing. That's the only thing. Like, I don't think I like any other god. I'm not. Attracted is a different word. I don't know how to say that towards a god. Yeah, he's the vibe. He's the goat for me. Okay. Back to what religion is and what things are. I believe religious people are the most stupid people ever. Because if you are a bad person, then there is no point of being religious. I think bad people having a religion or being like, this is my god is God. Wow. That God does not give a fuck about you if you're a bad person, by the way. Just letting you know. No matter how, how much you donate in mandirs, no matter how much fruit you give to God, no matter how much, whatever, like bhakti you do, sit in mandir, build a mandir. If you are a bad person, God does not give a fuck about you. That's the reality of it. If it offends you, it offends you, but this is the real thing that I believe, and I think everybody should believe कि अगर आप अच्छे इंसान नहीं हो तो भगवान भी आपके साथ नहीं है. और अगर आप believe करते हो God exists, then I don't know how the fuck are you a bad person. Like, and this is not just like murdering people or actually being violent, but in general also, if you are willingly or consciously like a bad person doing something bad towards anyone in your life, and then you think, oh, God loves me. No, they don't. God is like sitting upar and like, क्या चल रहा है ये मेरे नाम पर ये क्या चल रहा है? I don't even give a fuck about you, bro. Who the fuck are you? Gods are confused. I'll be honest. I heard from Shivji that gods are fucking confused up there, bro. Like कि चल क्या रहा है यार यहाँ पे? लड़ाइयाँ हो रही है और वो तो चिल कर रहे हैं ऊपर सारे, and नीचे लोग पागल हो रहे हैं उनके नाम पे. So I believe if you're fighting in the name of God or doing anything bad in the name of God or in general also, then you should know that he does not give a fuck about you. So there's no point of being religious if you're a bad person. That's just my take. Second of all, having non-veg or doing all this, like जो भी ये सब होता है कि non-veg के अलावा और क्या होता है, कुछ बहुत सारे सुपरस्टिशंस होते हैं कि ऐसे मत करो वैसे मत करो, बहुत सारे होते हैं जो आई कांट थिंक ऑफ राइट नाउ. जैसे मेरी मम्मी ये भी कहती है कि शिव जी को कहीं पे भी मत रखो. दे शुड हैव लाइक अ रेड कलर का सुंदर सा कपड़ा एंड देन दे शुड बी ऑन दैट. ये मंदिर में होने चाहिए. मेरे मम्मी कई बार ऐसे उठा के मंदिर में रख देती हैं, फिर मैं अपने रूम में ले आता हूँ. लाइक नहीं भाई, मेरे साथ हैंग आउट करना है मंदिर में. ही फील्स लोनली ब्रो. ही फील्स लोनली इन मंदिर. ही वांट्स टू हैंग आउट विद मी. So yeah, so there's also a superstition कि कहीं पे भी मत रखो, ये भगवान है. Bro, do you really think वो एक मूर्ति में भगवान रहते हैं? मतलब वो इधर से बाहर नहीं निकल रहे, तुम्हें ऐसा लग रहा है? मतलब वो कमरे में नहीं चल रहे हैं, तुम्हें ऐसा लग रहा है जेन्युइनली? मतलब तुम्हें लगता है कि भगवान एक ही जगह बैठे रहते हैं, बस मंदिर में ही बैठे रहते हैं, पागल हो जाते हैं वहीं पे अपने 4 और 2 गॉड्स के साथ? वहाँ नहीं कर रहे हैं भगवान ऐसे हैंग आउट, ठीक है? भगवान इधर उधर घूमते हैं, वो भी थोड़ा यैपर है, वो भी थोड़ा डिली डाली करते हैं, ठीक है? डोंट थिंक लाइक दैट. सो आई वैसे भी बिलीव दैट I think of him in the murti because it just gives it a little bit meaning कि I can be like, हाँ यहाँ पे है शिव जी, but otherwise he's not inside this murti. I don't know how stupid you are if I had to explain this, but इस मूर्ति के अंदर भगवान नहीं है. I hope my audience is above this level of religion, that murtis do not have gods, but whatever. So I believe God is everywhere. God is like here, कहीं पे भी यार. हवा में भगवान है अगर तुम भगवान मानते हो तो. So what was I saying? Yeah, that's also a superstition. And chicken wagon का भी है. I don't believe in any of this bullshit. Because I try to be a good person. Even if I'm not going to a mandir, I try to be a good person. And I hang out with him. That is all I need. I will follow what I want to. If God really cared about all of this, then I think हम अभी तक सब लोग खत्म हो चुके होते, क्योंकि इस देश में, दुनिया में, whatever, इतनी सारी गलत चीजें हो चुकी हैं कि अगर भगवान को चिकन खाने पे गुस्सा आ रहा होता तो भगवान का बीपी थ्रू द रूफ होता, भगवान अभी कार्डियक अरेस्ट हो रहा होता उनको, क्योंकि लोग हर दूसरे सेकंड कुछ बुरा काम कर रहे हैं। चिकन खाना तो बहुत दूसरा लेवल है यार, मतलब उससे भी बुरे बुरे काम हो रहे हैं हर दूसरे सेकंड में, ठीक है। तो अगर वो छोटी छोटी बातों पे ऐसे गुस्सा होने लग गए तो फिर तो भाई आई डोंट नो, बेचारे भगवान यार, बेचारे भगवान। तो नोबडी केयर्स, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, भगवान चिल कर रहे हैं ऊपर। शिव जी का तो स्पेशली बिकॉज इन माई फेथ शिव जी का आई डोंट नो इफ यू हैव हर्ड, देयर वाज अ स्टोरी, डू यू वांट मी टू गो इन डिटेल, बट देयर वाज अ स्टोरी, ओके, दिस इज अ रियल स्टोरी, कि शिवलिंग जो है एक गांव में, यार आई डोंट नो, आई रिमेंबर द नेम, आई एम ऑलवेज सो बैड विद नेम, कैन यू गिव मी अ मिनट, आई विल पुल अप द स्टोरी, ओके। कनप्पा, शिवलिंग कनप्पा, true story of Kannappa Nayanar's devotion of Shiva. Okay, I'm just gonna put the mic down because I have to hold my laptop. Okay, ये तो बहुत ही लॉन्ग स्टोरी है यार, द बर्थ ऑफ द डिवोटी, ये सब छोड़ो, बैक स्टोरी नहीं चाहिए अभी हमें, मेन स्टोरी का है। One day while chasing a wild boar through the forest, Thinappan, I don't know how to pronounce his name, stumbled upon an ancient Shiva Lingam, a sacred stone representing Lord Shiva, nestled under a tree. Okay, the sight of it struck him with an inexplainable reverence, though he had never been taught the ways of worship. Though he had never been taught the ways of worship, he felt a deep pull towards the lingam, as though he had finally found something he had unknowingly searched for all his life. Okay. In his innocence, he saw the deity as a living being that needed care. But Thinappan was not a priest. He had no offerings of flowers, incense, or Vedic chants. Instead, he did what his heart commanded. He worshipped Shiva as he knew best. Every day, he would return to the shrine, bringing the freshest meat from his hunt as an offering. He offered Shivji meat as an offering. This is a fucking real story, okay? He would fetch water from a nearby stream, carrying it in his mouth since he had no pot, and spit it over the lingam to cleanse it. That sounds so disrespectful if you were born in a very religious household and you were taught what religion is. तुम्हारा तो दिमाग हिल जाएगा कि ऐसे थूक दिया भगवान पे। He would shade the deity with his own body, protecting it from the harsh sun and rain. In the eyes of the world, his worship was crude, improper. But in the eyes of Shiva, it was pure, overflowing with devotion. Thinappan, a learned priest, also tended to the shrine. कभी कभार एक priest भी आता था वहाँ पे सुबह. Every morning when he arrived, he would be horrified to find the sacred lingam covered in raw meat, water spat on it, and strange footprints in the temple, believing this to be a work of a wild animal or an irrelevant outcast. The priest would clean the shrine, performing elaborate purification rituals before continuing his worship. साफ वाफ कर देते थे. But this pattern continued for days. The priest was deeply troubled and prayed to Lord Shiva for guidance. That night, Shiva appeared to him in his dream and said, do not question the devotion of my greatest bhakt. If you wish to witness true love, hide and watch. I fucking love this story, man. The ultimate sacrifice. The next morning, the priest hid behind the temple and waited. As the sun rose, he saw Thinappan arrive, carrying his offerings. He watched in shock as the hunter worshipped Shiva in his own raw, untutored way, with meat, water from his mouth, and his bare hands. But before the priest could react, something miraculous happened. Suddenly, the Shiva lingam began to bleed from one eye. Wow, this is so storytelling coded. Thinappan froze. His god was in pain. Without hesitation, he tried to stop the bleeding. Without hesitation, he tried to stop the bleeding, wiping it with folds of his garment. But the wound did not heal. He was desperate. What could he do? Then a thought struck him. If his lord had lost an eye, he would give his own in return. Without hesitation, he took his hunting knife, placed its sharp edge against his own eye, and gouged it out. He placed the bleeding eye upon the lingam, and to his relief, the bleeding stopped. Now, nearly blind, Thinappan knew what he had to do. He placed his foot over the lingam to mark its position, since he would not be able to see after removing his second eye, and raised his knife again. The priest froze in awe and terror, watched in disbelief. Just as Thinappan was about to complete his sacrifice, the heavens shook with divine energy. Lord Shiva himself appeared before him, radiant and filled with boundless love. "Stop, my child," Shiva's voice thundered. "Your devotion has moved me beyond words. You have given me your very self, asking for nothing in return. From this moment, you shall be known as Kanappa, the one who gave his eye to his lord." With a mere glance, Shiva restored Kanappa's vision, healing both his eyes and granting him divine grace. The priest, overwhelmed with realization, fell in Kanappa's feet, recognizing that this tribal hunter had attained a level of devotion far beyond his own. So what do we learn here, chat? What do we learn? That God really does not care how you behave in general, and he does not have a set list of rules which are like, oh, if this person does this, then it's disrespectful. If this person does this, then it's respectful. He does not have a list like that. Ki ye kar diya to galat hai, ye nahi kiya to sahi hai. He just wants you to be a nice person, and if you want to be like devoted towards him, he would love that. But he does not ask you, or he does not need you to be so crazy about him that you stop eating chicken. He does not care about all of this. I think he only needs you to chill and be a nice person, and if you want to care about him, then you can hang out with him also. But he generally does not give a fuck. I don't think God has so much time to give a fuck about all of this. I think they have more work to do in their lives than be like ekdam shaken from humans eating chicken. But yeah, that story is always very important to me whenever somebody mentions कि भाई ऐसे कैसे कर दिया भगवान के साथ. Bro, he likes the way I treat him. I like the way he treats me. Who the fuck are you, bro? Who the fuck are you? And I think religion should be very, very personal, to each their own. The way my mom does it, I don't mind. Like, I don't say anything to her कि सुबह सुबह ये क्या कर रहे हो या ये क्या कर रहे हो, शाम में धूप क्यों जला दी. Whatever she wants to do, she does. My dad is also different. He does not go to like mandir casually, but if we are visiting a place, he would love to go to the mandir udhar. And I think he does believe in God, but sometimes he's like flaky. But it's okay. It's okay. This is not something you should be this crazy about. I think people are so paglu about religion. I don't think it's that serious. I think we all should just chill and be respectful to each other, and also be respectful to God. और अपने आप से भगवान के नाम पे रूल्स नहीं बनाने चाहिए कि भगवान ने ये कह दिया, इसने ये कह दिया, ये वाले रिलीजन ने ये कह दिया, ये नहीं हो सकता, मेरे रिलीजन में ऐसा नहीं होता, उसके रिलीजन में ऐसा होता है. Anything which divides us in a category, anything which puts us in a category, I think we should avoid. And yeah, I think बहुत ऐसे दिमाग बंद कर लेते हैं लोग रिलीजियस बनते ही कि अब ये सब रूल्स हैं, बस इसे फॉलो करना है, वरना हमारा क्या होगा. I don't know. And that question asked me what I think about afterlife and all that. I think हमारी जितनी जिंदगी है, हमारा जितना लेवल है सोचने का, I think पहले हम उतना ही सोच ले. Like, can I sort my day out today and tomorrow and then think about afterlife? I don't even know if it exists, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know about something that is not even here yet. I am not interested. Of course, a lot of people are very curious and interested in all of that. Sometimes probably in the past I have also been, but right now I don't care about anything which is not today. I really don't. And what else I had to say? I had to say something else also. Yeah, about believing in if God does everything. I don't think God does everything. I don't think God has decided anything for us. But I also do believe everything happens for a reason, and if it's meant to be, it happens. If it doesn't, if it's not meant for you, it won't you won't have it. There's a very thin line between this कि भगवान ने सब लिखा हुआ है या फिर ओ ये तो होना ही था. And I'm standing in between the line. I'm standing on the line, because I'll tell you what is the thing. The thing with, you know, everything happens for a reason, or if she's meant for you, you will have her, or things like that. I think these theories have been here for our comfort, and I believe we deserve comfort. So when something bad happens to us, we love to be like, अरे भगवान ने ऐसा ही लिखा है, अरे it was meant to be this way. So I think it's a good thing to have something which you supremely believe in, and you believe that they do all of this. So when you make a mistake, or when you fail in life, or when something bad happens to you, you excuse yourself with, ऐसे ही होता, ऐसे ही लिखा होगा. This was meant to, this was written for us. You know, it happens for a reason. I think it's a good thing, also a bad thing. We do hold a lot of responsibility of what happens in our lives, but sometimes it's okay to excuse yourself from the responsibility or accountability. So I stand by that also. Then of course I do believe that God has not written anything for you. You do things on your own, and there are a lot of decisions that turn your life in a very different way. You might think that every single decision does not add on to your life. It does. Every decision you make opens up a different path for you. Like this is you walking, and then you drinking water right now or not. There are two different paths. You chose one path. Like every single decision that you make in your life changes your life in a certain way, no matter what you think. I think this is very, very true. And if God had written anything for you, then I think everybody would just sit on their ass and not do anything. Because if money is meant to come in my life, then I will just sit down and do nothing. No, that's not how it works. We all know that. That's like the most basic thing. Like, भगवान ने तुम्हारी कहानी लिखी हुई है. अरे तो फिर करो ही मत. कहानी का किरदार अगर आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा तो कहानी एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं कर सकती है. There's no story without you. So stop bullshitting me that God has written some story that we are supposed to follow. No, we are not. We write our own stories. Of course, there's a path that might be paved for us a little bit, given what we choose in life. But that's also, we keep changing constantly. Every decision I make changes the path of life I have. And I know it's a very mix-up thing to, you might believe in this, you might not believe in this, or you might believe in it happens for a reason. There's a lot of gray areas in this topic, but I just wanted to give out my opinion and how I go about my life. I absolutely hate when universe or God is given the credit of something I do. I've seen a lot of things, like some people have good jobs or whatever, and then a lot of people around them are like, भगवान ने, अरे यार वो बंदा मेहनत करके, पढ़ाई करके, लिखाई करके जॉब कर रहा है, और फिर आप कह रहे हो कि भगवान ने लिखा हुआ है. That's like taking credit away from the person. And then if I give that argument, some people will be like, but वो पढ़ाई और वो जॉब किसने दी? भगवान ने. Illogical argument. Illogical. भगवान नहीं आ रहे स्कूल में पढ़ाने. भगवान ट्यूशन टीचर नहीं है. भगवान जॉब नहीं दे रहा. भगवान कोई सीईओ नहीं है जो जॉब दे रहा है. थोड़ा सा लॉजिक लगाया करो यार. थोड़ा सा तो लॉजिक. काम तो हम सभी कर रहे हैं. काम सब हम सब कर रहे हैं. मेहनत हम सब कर रहे हैं. God, stop doing that. But also, I do believe that there is an external, whatever power that exists, that I also believe in. But I'm not a selfish person who only goes to God or the universe when it's hard in my life. Like if I'm going through something, that's not the only time when I'm with God or thinking about the universe. When I'm happy also, I go to him sometimes. I'm just like, आज पता है क्या हुआ भाई, क्या मस्ती एकदम. So yeah, I talk to him and I'm like, hey, I love you, yaar. Thanks for like being here, like being in my life. It's awesome. So when I'm happy also, I go there. But when I'm sad also, sometimes I don't go there. So we haven't hung out in a while because I've been busy and I've been caught up. We might hang out after this, but it's not like I'm there only during tough times. A lot of people do that, which I think is a bit selfish. It's good for you, but I believe it's a bit selfish, like to go towards spirituality or God only when you are in a bad space. Of course, getting into it is a different thing. If you're in a bad space and you are trying to get into spirituality and you get into it and then you're happy and you're still there, then that's a good thing. But it's not an escape for you to, be like, okay, अब मुझे sadness हो रहा है तो मैं भगवान के पास जाके बोलता हूँ कि मेरी life fix कर दे. First of all, he can't do anything. He can't fix your life. But yeah, if you're like that, please little bit change. They also have feelings that you hurt when you only go to them when they are sad. I'm sorry. Am I being over dramatic right now? He gets mad at me sometimes, so that's just okay. I've said a lot. I don't know if I made any fucking sense in anything I said. Sorry if I didn't. The concept of God is crazy, and God does not care about you in a way that you think they do. They are chill people and chill guys and girls and they-thems. They are chill. You should also be chill. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, please like, share, subscribe, comment to my YouTube channel. Please. Shivji is also asking you to. Hey, can you ask them to like, share, subscribe, comment? Parvati ji is also asking. Please, guys. Please. Okay, bye. See you later.